Hey guys, welcome to day 327 of playing Persona 4 Golden in real time. Now we're still in that 1 month gap, so in the meantime we're going to continue playing through Persona 4 Dancing All Night. So today we're going to wrap up chapter 3 and see Risette's dancing performance. Proceed.
Let's get it started now.
Nozomi, just hold on! I'm coming to help!
Don't worry, just handle this like you usually do and you'll succeed.
I did it! There! Please, lend me your power! Yay! I did it! Yeah! Here it comes! Let's get this all on!
Very nice.
Woohoo!
We're getting through.
Cool on the outside, but burning up inside. That was great, Nazo-kun!
Not bad. We're all synced up.
Nazo-kun, that was sexy! You finished with style! I did it! Yeah!
Oh, dang it.
Yay! Please, lend me your power! There! Yeah! I did it!
Now, let the music play. Wow, we're getting through.
Cool on the outside, but burning up inside. That was great, Nazo-kun!
All right, go!
Nazo-kun, that was sexy! You finished with style! Yeah! I did it!
Okay. I think I did pretty well on that one. Up until I missed that note, I kind of missed it because I was checking to see if the combo was still going, but we'll get it next time. Okay, Risette's persona plays a harp. Nice to know.
I can't fall behind.
Ah,
I
man.
have this much
Yeah, that
to
was pretty
That
good
was
performance.
amazing, but I could hardly expect any less of you, Rise-san.
You know, playing as Risette, I guess they make it easier. Alright, let's proceed with the story. Wrap up the chapter.
Did that do it?
I mean, it sounds like it did.
No!
I thought I nailed it, but I can't say I'm 100% confident. I pray in my heart as I run to Nozomi, freed from the monster standing on the stage with her head sagging.
Nozomi!
Nozomi-san.
taken away. Again. Why am I always like this?
Nozo-chan, it's okay! You got what we were trying to tell you! That's all that matters!
I feel a rush of relief at Nozomi's words. Knowing that I got through to her makes me so happy. And to be honest, I'm touched. What I did, what I believed in wasn't wrong. But I can't let that show right now. Instead, I look at Nozomi and give her my biggest smile.
Yeah, no feeling down. I'm so glad you're safe. What more can I ask for?
Really? I'm horrible at talking to people. I'm always like this when I'm out of character.
That's how you are. And I think it's perfectly fine. You should be proud of it and tell everyone.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll try.
I'm glad we could give Nozomi some
I'm doing my
reassurance.
best.
Man, even bugs are louder than her. You sure she's gonna be okay? Huh? What?
You're mean. Scary.
What was that?
Kanji, why are you like that?
Don't worry,
Be nice to
Kanji's soft
Nozomi.
at
That's
heart.
right, Kanji-kun. Can't you see she's trying to change?
What? Wait, why am I being?
No excuses. Nozomi's trying her best, so work with her.
Oh, fine, whatever. Just shut up. So, well, keep at it, all right? I'm rooting for you.
Okay, that was a lot more effective than I anticipated. Hearing that from Kanji, Nozomi's face lights up. Wow, she can make a face like that? If she always has that look, I'm sure she'll get tons of fans. And then, for some reason, Nozomi trots over to Kanji and looks straight into his eyes.
I'll do my best. Thank you.
Hmm.
Stop looking at me like that. So you're happy, I get it. That's enough, damn it!
Kanji's prickly reaction, his clumsy way of hiding embarrassment, intimidates her again. She goes quiet, eyes meeting mine. Oh, Kanji, you can't talk to
Scary
Nozomi
again.
like that.
No, no, no! Nozo-chan, let me give you a lecture on how a guy's heart works. Kanji is just embarrassed, that's all. It's hard to see past his crude demeanor, but he really does accept you.
I'm kind of
So there's
surprised Teddy didn't
absolutely no
emphasize
reason to be scared of it.
embarrassed.
That's right. Kanji's pretty bad at expressing his feelings, too. He's such a handful.
What? Shut up, you two!
Then, you like me?
What, huh?
You're embarrassed, right? So, I wondered if I was your type, and scary.
That was beyond jumping to conclusions.
I like how this is going on, and then there's a whole nother half of the group dealing with their own
Something
problems.
else when it comes to talking. That was a classic communication breakdown.
Hey, stop gawking and help me out. And you? The hell was that scary at the end? Doesn't make sense.
Ah, Nozomi. You've been poisoned as well.
It's that voice. The sudden interruption puts an end to our cheery mood. We all ready ourselves, determined to stop it from doing anything else to Nozomi.
You're still here? I won't forgive you for putting Nozo-chan through all this.
There's no need to get so worked up. If you're not interested in a bond with us, that's fine. Do whatever you like.
Ugh, that punk just up and left again.
Alright, back to the
Whoa.
dressing room. Again, right after the voice leaves, a current of light beams on the stage and that familiar door appears. It's unmistakably the door to Takura Productions' dressing room.
It's like earlier with Sumomo. Does this connect to a dressing room, too?
I say we should enter. I see no signs of shadows in the vicinity. As long as we stay on our guard, we should be all right.
Midnight Stage dressing room. We go through the door, Kanji leading the way. Just like we thought, it opens up into another dressing room place. No shadows detected. Who knows why, but these dressing rooms seem to be the only safe places in this world.
Okay, I'm sure now. This place has
I guess
no
the
trace
shadows
of
know it'd be
shadows,
rude
just
to
like
barge
before.
in when you're
I
getting
don't
ready.
hear that creepy song either. I wonder why these rooms are so special.
Huh. So far, this door's been showing up every time we save a girl.
Could they have been deliberately hidden from us until then? Or was there some other reason we were unable to detect them? Another possibility is that Sumomo-san and Nozomi-san's release caused the doors to come into existence somehow.
You mind putting all that in simpler words? I mean, what do you mean, some other and somehow?
If I knew, then I wouldn't be having trouble working out the details. I can't say for sure at this point.
As soon as Naoto-kun replies, I remember something. It seems like everyone else reaches the same conclusion. We all glance towards the mirror at the makeup station.
What is this?
That's a piece of paper, Nozomi.
Yet another similarity with Sumomo-san's case. I want a bond. I want to connect their hearts with mine. But it's too late. There's nothing I can do now. I changed the lyrics to hide everything. I'm nothing but a liar. I should end it all.
Yeah, it sounds like they're taking it pretty harshly.
God, just listening to it is putting my stomach in knots. The writer's even more stressed than last time.
Kanji-kun, have you noticed?
Huh?
The person who wrote these notes. Well, we've yet to confirm that this individual is human.
Now-chan, what did you find? In simple, bear-friendly terms, por favor.
Content of this particular note. Bond. Connect. Do these sound familiar to you?
Wait,
Sounds like
you
the
don't
voice. We've been hearing those words time and time again ever since we came to this world. The one who kept mentioning bonds and connecting was the voice. That voice.
All that stuff that voice has been saying.
Indeed. The content of this note matches up quite neatly to that voice's words.
Are you telling me that's who wrote these notes?
I have no definitive proof, but it certainly seems to be a possibility. And
Our train of thought gets cut off abruptly when we hear a clap from the door. Shocked, I turn around, but what I see is an even bigger surprise. So Shimizu.
Wow! Ochi?
Ochi? No, never mind. I'm glad to see you've rescued Nozomi as well. Which means that all 4 idols are now safe. I'm very grateful.
Senpai and the others finished up a long time ago, huh? Guess we still ain't on their level.
excuse me, Miss Ochimizu. Are you saying that you went to check on Senpai's group before you came here?
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct my ass! We told you to stay in that room and you said understood!
More importantly, Ochi, is Momo-chan okay all by herself?
Sumomo is fine.
Good question.
Nothing happened in that room after you left, so I'm sure it's safe. She looked much better. I was more worried that
I'm
you might
beginning
need
to
a
grow a
bond.
little doubtful.
So, were you arguing whether to leave Nozomi here and move on or stay with her?
Miss Ochimizu's words leave me totally speechless. Saying she's a woman of action would be an understatement. Jeez, is she afraid of anything?
I see. You make a valid point. Frankly, it would be great if someone watched over Nozomi-san. That'd allow us to move on without worries.
Then that's
I mean, I
that.
think she's kind of
Everything
proven
clear,
herself as
Nozomi.
a not super trustworthy
yes, ma'am.
babysitter.
Well, if you're done, why are you wasting your time here standing around? I don't know what's going on, but the sooner this idiocy ends, the better.
That constant coldness in her attitude really ticks me off. What's with her? There are nicer ways to say something like that, you know?
I agree. It's not like we got involved in this because we wanted to anyway. Please stay here with Nozomi. We'll go put an end to this.
Fine. I'm counting on you, Risette Kujikawa.
Ugh, what's with her attitude? She really gets on my nerves.
Oh, there's nothing for it. This is hardly an ideal situation for her either. We're having her do what she can to help. Please try to calm down, Risette-san.
Is Ochi always like that? I mean, not just her acting frosty, but she's in a strange world, and she doesn't think twice about wandering around. She's too fearless.
Fearless? More like reckless. She just looks down on everyone and says whatever she wants. If we hadn't come, she would have been in danger too, for crying out loud.
I don't know about that. I thought the shadows didn't attack her, yeah?
Now that you mention it, we were thrown off by her boldness, but if you think about it, that is quite strange. There must be some reason that the shadows don't attack her.
It looks like Naoto-kun and the others are discussing something, but I'm way too irritated by Miss Ochimizu to care. I know I'm losing my cool, and honestly I think I know the real reason. After I decided to return to showbiz, I learned that Kahneman Kitchen's producer was the infamous Miss Oshimizu, maybe without realizing that pressure scared me. I'm not totally sure, but that's gotta be at least part of it. Still.
Why should I care? If she doesn't get attacked, then good for her. Once we meet up with Senpai, let's hurry and get out of this stupid place. Can you guys go ahead and prepare to leave while I talk to Senpai? I'll be right back.
This isn't good. She's completely lost her cool.
Alright, now to saw right through it.
I kind of see where she's coming from, though. Well, guess we'll back her up a bit.
Times like this are when friends come in handy. You can lean on me, Risette-chan.
After Rize's team left the dressing room, Nozomi sat completely still next to Oshimizu, who remained standing as if lost in thought. Alright, another little intermission where Miss Oshimizu has them dance for her.
Still dealing with that social anxiety?
Huh? Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'm working on it.
I see.
An awkward silence lingered between Oshimizu's severe expression and Nozomi's downcast face.
Can you perform at the festival?
I can. I'll do it.
I see.
If you don't mind, please check my LMB dance.
Sure. Go on.
Nozomi stood in front of Oshimizu, then began dancing with all her might.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, that isn't it. You're not getting it at all.
If only you could give us like a elaborate, detailed
Pour
metaphor to help us
emotion into that
understand.
final pose. Yes, like that of a man risking his life to prove his love. He leaps into a busy street as the woman, seized by the memories of her dead fiancé, watches in terror. A truck screeches, stopping inches away from him. He slowly turns to the woman and cries out, "I will not die!"
I don't understand that at all.
What do you
Could
mean?
you
It was so
explain?
obvious.
I'm
It's so
sorry.
easy to understand now. Even after leaving the dressing room, I just can't shake my anger. I know I'm being childish, but that doesn't mean I can just shake it off.
Makes me so mad! Stupid Miss Oshimizu.
Rise-san, please calm down. If a leader loses control in front of their team, it could lower everyone's morale.
Uh-huh, that's right. And don't forget, I'm always on your side. Whenever it gets tough, you can jump into my arms and cry as much as you need to. My fur is yours.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get back on track. Well, now that we've saved Sumomo and Nozomi, let's go and meet up with Senpai and the others. They said they didn't encounter any major problems either.
That's very good news. Shall we head for the rendezvous point then?
We nod to each other and start walking forward when we notice Kanji scrunching up his face in effort and cocking his head. Huh? What's going on?
Kanji-kun, what's wrong? Is there a problem?
Nah, just thinking about something. You know how that rumor talks about the other side? That's here, yeah?
Do you mean the Love Meets Bonds festival rumor? Let me see. When you look at the website at midnight, an unfamiliar video plays. And in that video, you can see a dead idol dancing. And anyone who watches that video is taken to the other side, never to awaken again. I believe that about sums it up. Now, back to your question. From what we've experienced, yes, we believe that we're on the other side. Why?
Well, we haven't run into much here. Just the idols we saved, that damn voice, and those weird-ass ribbon shadows.
That's true. I feel like we would be running into, like,
right?
random
Then
civilians.
Where the hell are they? Shouldn't we be saving them too?
You've got it wrong, Kanji. Those people are still in our world, never to awaken again.
From what I've gathered, the victims are left in a comatose state. I came across no reports of missing persons. There was an eyewitness account of a victim being pulled by something, but he was in a coma. Just like... No, wait. You're right. It is strange.
Now, Chan? What's wrong?
Kanji's question seems simple, but as she's replying, Naoto-kun suddenly interrupts herself and goes quiet. I could feel the tension in the air. Did Kanji actually point out something serious? You doubting my boy Kanji?
Risette-san, do you remember the first time we came here?
Huh? Yeah. That video in the rumor actually popped up.
Then those ribbons ensnared us, pulling us into this world. Unlike the other victims, we didn't fall into a coma.
Yeah, that's true.
The next victims were the idols of Kanamine Kitchen. They apparently went missing, and we eventually found them all here. None of them fell into a coma, and neither did we. Just like our first time. That's why I missed it.
Missed what?
Are any of you familiar with the condition known as apathy syndrome? It appeared a few years ago around Tatsumi Port Island.
Oh, interesting.
Victims lost their sense of self, unable to even speak. I was
Playing
researching
Persona
it
3
recently
Reload
for the
has
sake
already
of
been
another
paying
case.
off.
It seems the symptoms of apathy syndrome were, in actuality, the side effects of shadows leaving the human body.
Shadows leaving?
Yes, as we're all aware from personal experience, shadows and our hearts are closely linked. We came to face and accept our shadows, thus attaining the power of persona. But what about an average person? What would happen if their shadow was forcibly removed from them?
I mean, well... Man, that's a good question, because it could be... The coma could be related to that, or apathy syndrome. But since they had just been talking about apathy syndrome, let's go ahead and say that one.
Wouldn't they get that apathy syndrome?
There seem to be some differences between the Tatsumi Port Island incident and this one. And this is merely a theory, but regarding the victims of this case, I believe their comas were induced by someone removing their shadows by force. Hence the more acute symptom. I was mistaken. I assumed there would be some degree of discrepancy between the rumor and the facts, but in truth, the rumor was accurate. We were the outliers, the special cases. Most likely, our control over our shadows was what kept us from falling victim.
Wait, then what about those kitchen girls? They were acting normal in here like us. Are you saying they use personas?
They would also be considered special cases. Recall what that voice said. Both Sumomo-san and Nozomi-san were shocked when that voice brought up their most private information. It would be natural to think that the voice knew them from the start and pulled them in here deliberately. In addition, when Risette-san, Senpai, and I were pulled in here, it was around midnight. But for them, it must have happened earlier, between our initial meeting and the time they were reported missing, meaning their case does not meet the rumor's condition of being pulled in at midnight.
But how come they're so special?
That would be because
Because
they are
they're
main
idols,
guests
Teddy.
of this midnight stage.
Main guests?
That voice called this place the midnight stage, did it not? Naturally. A stage exists for the sake of the performer using it and the audience watching it. The 4 members of Kanamine Kitchen were summoned here for a purpose, to fill the role of performers for these stages. Risette-san, I suspect the same was true for you.
What? Me?
I said we were pulled in around midnight, but that and watching the video at that time were merely coincidence. The fact that stages were readied for both you and the idols of Kanamine Kitchen is proof itself.
Hold on a sec! So does that mean this world was made just for Risette-chan and Kanamine Kitchen? And if they're the performers, are the shadows the audience? Where did those guys come from, though?
Exactly. Do you recall how that voice talked about shadows coming to this world looking for bonds?
So
And
could
I'm
the
sure we
shadows
all
be
wondered
the
why we
other
seemed to be able to
civilians that
communicate our feelings to these
watched at
shadows?
midnight?
There is but one explanation to it all. Suppose that, like the times we each faced our own shadows, these shadows too are entities which share a close connection with the human heart.
Hey, you trying to say that they're...
I mean, there's only like maybe 7 or 8 of us, so I feel like it wouldn't be enough for it to be our own shadows. It sounds like it's the victims that
They're the shadows of people who
it
saw
came
the
from.
video on the LMB site and fell into a coma?
So that's what it means to get taken?
Yes. However, judging from the fact that some saw the video yet remained conscious, we can conclude there is some method to the selection of those that were taken here.
Now I see why those shadows felt different from the ones I know.
Just as I'm recovering from having a bomb like that dropped on us. Even though it pits us closer to the truth behind this case, I feel a sudden dread, alarm bells going off in my head. The LMB site is still up on the web for anyone to access. If everyone who sees it has their shadows ripped out and thrown into this world...
Guys, this is not good. As long as there are people who try that rumor out, this world will keep being flooded with their shadows. That means... Ah! What is this?
Okay, sounds like we're getting synced up with the end of Chapter 2.
Whoa! Everything's all shaky!
Let's hurry. Something might have happened. We need to join Senpai and the others, fast.
Alright, looks like we unlock Chapter 4 now. Oh, excuse me. So is this going to be Kanami's side of the story? I guess we'll find out next time. We'll continue with Chapter 4 on tomorrow. But for now, that's going to wrap up the gameplay portion for today and bring us on to Shuffle Time. Alright, let's see. Today's card is the Eight of Pentacles. So, looks like we're studious, hard at work. But let's go ahead and see what fate has in store for us today. This card indicates a time that you have to work hard and focus entirely on your tasks. This is not necessarily a negative situation, but this means that you must really strive to be the best. The task that you need to accomplish can be personal or professional. No matter what type of task it is, do not be afraid to ask for help when things get overwhelming. The Eight of Pentacles refers to the efforts that you undertake. There's a possibility that there will be a lot of things that you need to address. Hard work is essential, but you still need to find a balance. When it comes to work, those who are seeking employment should expect that the nature of their job will be demanding. The Eight of Pentacles also indicates that you need to be confident in yourself that you will be able to fulfill the job. For those who are currently employed, you will be responsible for carrying out more tasks and responsibilities. Never hesitate to ask the assistance of your coworkers. In terms of love, your work may possibly be affecting your relationship. Regardless of how demanding your job is, you need to make some time for your emotional connections with other people. On matters of finances, the Eight of Pentacles may signify financial assistance they have been hoping to receive. Be careful on how you are going to spend this money. Remember that this is a fruit of your hard labor and not luck. When it comes to health, the Eight of Pentacles can mean that it is time for you to commit and work hard in order to improve your health. You must stay vigilant about exercise and diet. Okay, sounds like now's the time to really double down, dedicate, focus ourselves, and work hard towards the task that we're working on. But it sounds like it's all going to work out okay for us. But that's going to be another card down and another day done. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to follow along with the journey, as I do this every day. But either way, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.